nanalo pa si VP Sara sa 2028, idetepok na sila. Kaya, pag pinag-uusapan, ikasa na ang CONAS. Palitan ng konstitusyon, dagdagan ng 3 taon ang mga kasalukuyang kongresista and extend the term even of the president until 2031.
Narito ang Balitang Pinoy TV.
Okay, at pag-usapan natin itong trending na video ngayon. Isang, I don't know kung vlogger ba ito o isang pulis na Pilipina sa labas ng bansa natin, no? Na siguro Philippine-American ba itong babaeng ito. Pero pinare-realize niya na ang Pilipinas talaga ay sobrang sablay when it comes dito sa usaping ICC. Kasi ang Russia at ang ibang mga yung ibang bansa ay hindi na po kinilala itong ICC. Pero tayo, itong si BBM, parang halikpuwet pa sa ICC. Ipapaliwanag mamaya dito ni Madam. Okay, hindi ko kita kilala, Madam, pero shout out sa inyo. Pero ako po'y natutuwa sa explanation mo patungkol dito sa ginagawa nila kay Tatay Digong, na doon si Putin, example, si Putin sa Russia ay wanted rin si Putin sa ICC, pero ang gobyernong Russia hindi pumayag na dalhin doon si Putin sa ICC. Tayo, dahil sa away politika, kinawawa nila si Duterte, si Tatay Digong. Okay, mamaya i-play ko yung video na yan. At last but not the least ay itong video ni Karen Davila na in-interview niya itong si Senator Amy Marcos sa mga maiinit na issue patungkol po sa nangyari sa Senado, yung putukan. Okay? At pinag-usapan rin dito yung magiging ang kanyang kapatid na si Bongbong Marcos parang ayaw nang mag-step down kasi may planong mag-chat-cha. Yan po ang pag-uusapan natin, ha. So guys, eto po, no, bago ang lahat, like and share this video para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, subscribe na po kayo. Okay, heto, unahin muna natin itong dito kay Madam. Okay, itong hindi ko kilala ito, no, pero I hope sa ating mga audience ay merong sabi sa inyo kung sino itong si Madam. In-explain niya dito kung bakit sablay ang Pilipinas sa pag-handle sa ICC. Ito po yung kanyang explanation, no. Play natin.
Sobrang nakakatawa ito kasi maraming mga leaders din sa ibang bansa ang may warrant sa ICC. So, niresearch ko sa Google. Sabi ko dito, bakit wala sa kustudiya ng ICC si Putin? Sabi ng Google, lack of jurisdiction. Russia is not a state party to the Rome Statute. And also, even when Putin travels to ICC member states, ayaw nilang hulihon si Putin dahil sa diplomatic, political, and national security concerns. And also, ICC don't have any police force. They are 100% relying sa domestic authority sa Russia. Sino nga bang gustong hulihin si Putin sa Russia? Wala.
Correct.
Okay. Niresearch ko din si Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu. May warrant din siya sa ICC. Same! Sabi dito, custody because ICC lacks its own police force and relies entirely on a member nation to enforce its warrant. And Israel is not a state party to the Rome Statute and does not recognize the ICC's jurisdiction. As a result, domestic Israeli authorities will not execute the warrant.
Grabe.
Ngayon, sa Pilipinas lang talaga ang sakalam. So, kayo na ang bahala. ICC cannot enforce their law sa ibang country dahil wala silang sarili nilang pulis. At yan ang nangyayari sa Israel at sa Russia. Pero sa Pilipinas, dahil marami tayong mga Filipino na pulis ng ICC, kaya ito nangyayari. No? Dahil they cannot wait. They cannot wait. Nangangati na yung mga kamay nila at paa to hand over certain people dahil ang certain people na ito ay balakid sa kanilang mga plano. So,
di ba? So, eto, maganda ang logic ni Madam. Ang Russia at itong Israel ay tumiwalag na sa ICC. Kung sabihin na meron pong mga taga-Israel at mga taga-Russia, leader pa ng Russia, si Putin, ay wanted sa ICC, ang bansang Israel at ang Russia, hindi po nila pinayagan ang ICC na mismo ang kanilang mga netizen ay hulihin dito sa ICC. Ganyan po ang strong na bansa na kinikilala ang sobereintiya ng isang bansa. Pero look at what happened now sa bansang Pilipinas. Duterte pinahuli ng ICC ng ating presidente. Ngayon naman, si Bato naman, planong ipapahuli sa ICC. So anong tawag mo dito? Ang gobyerno po natin ngayon ay nakakatakot. Itong gobyernong ito, malaki po ang kasalanan kapag yan si Bongbong Marcos ay hindi na mapresidente. Marami pong nakaabang kaso niyan. Hinayaan niya ang isang Pilipino na mahuli sa mga dayuhan. At yan po ay sampal sa ating lahat na mga Pilipino. Nasaan na po ang soberentiya ng ating bansa niyan? Yan ang point niya. Bakit nagawa ng Russia at Israel pero hindi magawa-gawa ng Pilipinas? Isa lang ang sagot. Dahil sa away politika. Si Marcos, ginamit niya ang ICC, weaponize niya ang ICC for his political gain. Ginamit mo ang ICC. Kaya ikaw, no, isinusuka ka ng taong bayan. Okay, punta naman tayo dito kay Senator Amy Marcos at si Karen Davila, kung saan in-interview po ng mainit na tanong itong si Senator Amy Marcos patungkol po sa pag-atake ng Senado, no? Inatake yung Senado noong the other week. Okay? At pinag-usapan rin ang tungkol kay Senator Bato de la Rosa at sa planong tchatcha ng kanyang kapatid. Ayaw na sigurong bumitiw bilang presidente kasi natatakot na. Heto po. Panoorin po natin itong video na ito.
We're privileged to have with us Senator Amy Marcos. Senator Marcos, good morning to you, ma'am.
Yes, magandang umaga. Sorry, talagang nagbulilyaso yung wifi. Medyo nalate tayo. But nevertheless, we're here. I think you wanted to know our reaction dun sa
Yeah.
PRO yata ni Bato.
Yeah,
Yan ang
let's start with that first. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well,
Because
yes,
Go ahead.
please go ahead. Please
Hindi,
go
because
ahead.
the Senate President has repeatedly said they will only recognize arrest warrants coming from Philippine courts. Now, what do you make of the Supreme Court now not granting Senator Bato a temporary restraining order?
Yes, yung linabas ng Senate, ng Supreme Court, hindi pa maliwanag. They said they will post the decision on Monday. So mahirap pang mag-speculate kung anong basehan ng decision. Wala naman ruling on the merits. But if truth be told, ang pagkaintindi ko, kasi maliwanag, I was the one who led the investigations on the kidnapping of former President Duterte to The Hague. And it's very, very clear there's a process that's indicated both in our Constitution as well as in the extradition laws. Unang-una, kung mag-issue yung ICC ng warrant, ang magsiserve niyan, kasi they have no enforcing agency, is the Interpol. The Interpol then calls the Philippines, their counterpart, which is the PCTC, or the Philippine Council on Transnational Crime. They will then apply at the local court for a local warrant. Yun ang intindi namin. So the denial of the TRO is perhaps until now not conclusive to me because I need to see the basis, and certainly the Supreme Court will mind the Constitution as well as the very clear-cut extradition laws of the Philippines. The mangling of extradition versus surrender, para sa akin walang basehan yun kasi maliwanag, Pilipino ang idadakip. Ang aarestuhin dapat ay Pilipino, Senator Bato.
Yan, naglag si Senator Amy.
All right, I think we're losing Senator Marcos. I think it's because of her Wi-Fi. All right.
Forward natin.
Yes.
All right. Okay, wait. Subukan natin. Opo, ma'am, tama kayo. Malabo po yung signal. No, you got off, ha? You completely got off for a period. So, you talked about the process. Binanggit nyo yung proseso, right? Ang
Yes.
sinasabi po ninyo sa ngayon, okay, to shorten it, ito po. Some experts say that with the Supreme Court decision, the warrant can be served against Senator Bato. Do you agree with that?
No, we don't agree with that. As I said, I investigated the kidnap of former President Duterte to The Hague, and it became very apparent from all our legal luminaries, even our former Supreme Court Justice who actually framed the Constitution, as well as many, many other experts, that the law is very clear. A foreign warrant cannot be executed or enforced here in the Philippines without a counterpart local warrant. We have not surrendered our jurisdiction. We are still a sovereign nation. It is our own local warrants that will prevail when the arrest is of a Filipino national. Maliwanag yun Kaya hindi ko maintindihan bakit sino-shortcut nila. Maliwanag naman, sundan lang yung proseso at magiging maliwanag. At saying that Senator Bato is a fugitive, I'm not his lawyer, but he walked out of the Senate like anybody else would because the Supreme Court had just granted 72 hours. He did not escape or flee, as
Correct.
it were. He just walked out together with Senator Robin. Ganun lang yun. I happened to be hanging around until quite late, so I
Walang warrant of arrest. Paano? Nag-escape?
saw that they were getting ready because I was looking for food para pakainin yung mga PNP na hindi pa pala kumain. Yun lang. Kaya alam ko, lumakad sila ng normal. Ayun.
Okay. Now, there's been some criticism with President Marcos Jr.'s actions na atras abante because on Monday they tried to serve the warrant, and come Wednesday or Thursday, the president had a clarificatory statement to say walang utos to actually arrest Bato, and yet on Monday the NBI was serving the warrant. Where are we when it comes really to this ICC warrant, and what do you think was the reason why Malacanang suddenly went from arresting Bato to suddenly instructing the NBI to stand down?
Kaya nga hindi ko maintindihan. It's very, very confusing. I'm exactly in your position. Litong-lito ako, hindi ko maintindihan kasi pa iba-iba. We actually started with this drama on May 11 when the NBI suddenly appeared on the premises and they say they were allowed to by the previous leadership of the Senate. Sinunggapan si Bato. Naku, lakas ng loob. Nakipag-wrestling kay Bato at nasaktan si Bato. Duguan siya pumasok and he voted with bleeding hands. No? And then thereafter, the NBI also beat up. Talagang kinuyog yung isang tao namin, one of our security who was trying to prevent them from entering the area where the senators were, because the Senate, like Congress and the Palace, has its own security network. You get in there with coordination. Bugbog sarado yung security namin nung Lunes at sinabi namin, ba't kayo nandito in the first place? And the poor guy had to be sent to the hospital. So that's what happened. May gulo na. Big fuss is being made about the fact that OSAA, our security, fired the first warning shot. And I'm not here to lawyer for them, but what I know for sure is that everybody was on heightened tension because a lockdown had been imposed. We were all waiting for the articles of impeachment. We heard drilling in the wall. They were actually trying to break down the wall from the GSIS side. And the NBI was all over the place already and they couldn't prevent them from coming in. We were only 2 doors down. Tama yung kay Senator Pia. Nakaka-nervous talaga. So the security shot and then it began. All these volley of gunfire. 44 yung basyo na nahanap doon sa may bintana. It was very, very scary. And rightfully, our
Sabi pa ni Senator Amy, it was very scary. Pero si Vice Ganda, tumatawa lang. Kabayo ka talaga, Vice.
majority senators really complained that this is not quite right. And the NBI really put the senator, really attacked the Senate. It was very, very apparent.
But right, and Senator, I want to ask you 2 questions on that. First, number 1, did Bato have to run away? I mean, when the NBI was serving the
Hindi naman run away, Karen. Hindi ka makaintindi. Wala ngang warrant of arrest.
warrant, that conduct, that chase by the stairwell, being a senator of the land.
Ito mga dilawan talaga ang mga question nila, no? Hindi kasi marunong umintindi sa batas.
Shouldn't he have just spoken to the NBI and allowed himself or surrendered? The act of running makes him act like a fugitive senator.
Hindi fugitive. Kung sa tingin ninyo, yan po ang ang tingin ninyo kay Bato, ang tingin namin, iniiwasan lang niya ang mga kidnapper. Itong administrasyon na ito, hindi na po ito trusted itong administrasyong Marcos kasi baka maulit yung ginawa ni Duterte. Hindi niyo ba nakita yon, Karen Davila, yung ginawa nila kay Duterte? Hinuli na hindi dumaan sa tamang proseso? Baka maulit yan kay Bato. Gago ka.
Yes, I agree, because the CCTV that was shown was actually cut. It was edited. He tried to talk to them and then they jumped him. Ibang usapan yun because there were so many of them and they jumped him. Isa lang yata o dalawa yung security niya, layo-layo pa. They really jumped the guy and started pummeling him and wrestling with him. He tried to speak to them. I'm not here to be Bato's lawyer, and I'm actually thinking forward that the issue really was not Bato after all. It was really the leadership of the Senate because
Ayan, putol-putol na naman. Skip muna natin para
hindi
Wait,
mas
nakat
maigi.
kayo. Kanina nakat
Ay,
po
sorry.
kayo. Pwede niyo po ulitin yung sinabi niyo na the arrest was more than that? Is that what you were saying? That was it to stop
Yes.
Bato from voting?
Yes, that's right. It turns out that Bato was only the beginning of the entire story. Yung pala, more importantly, they really wanted to change and get back the leadership of the Senate because there was so much at stake. Nakapusta na pala doon yung CONAS.
gagamitin pa nila. Nagkagulo dahil sa pamumuno ni Senator Alan Cayetano. Yan ang palabas nila kasi na dismayado na sila, nanlumo na sila kasi nakuha na yung Senate seat kasi kawawa na si Soto. Kawawa si Soto. Tingnan nyo, paglabas niya doon sa Senado, di ba? yung sasakyan na binato ng tubig, yung ice water yata yun eh. Oh.
Kasi ang problema nila, matatalo sa impeachment sa Senado,
I'm not saying na tama yun na binato ha, but what I am saying is nagalit na yung tao sa kanya.
mananalo pa si VP Sara sa 2028, iditepok na sila. Kaya, ang pag pinag-uusapan, ikasa na ang CONAS. Palitan ng konstitusyon, dagdagan ng 3 taon ang mga kasalukuyang kongresista and extend the term even of the president until 2031. And no elections except perhaps for local positions.
Wow.
The other alternative was also discussed to raise the age for the presidency from 45 to 50 so that VP Sara would be disqualified. So this is a very high stakes game. It has little or nothing to do with Bato. He appears to be just a sidelight. And galit ang Pilipino sa
Grabe.
term extension. Ayaw natin ng Noel. Bakit natin pipilitin na naman to? This has lost time and time again.
All right, but Senator, these are very serious accusations, even against the president. I just want to ask you, who is your source? Where did you get this information regarding the CONAS plan? Kasi napakadetalyado po ng sinabi ninyo. Baka maakusahan kayo ng Malacanang na chismis to, nag-iimbento kayo ng kwento. Who is your source on this, Senator?
Yes, one of the guys who was there. Pinagmamalaki nila, pinag-uusapan. At it was relayed to so many congressmen. If you recall, before the vote on the impeachment, 3 yung incentive package.
Grabe no, gagawin nila ang lahat para lang hindi mapresidente si VP Sara.
20 million in cash, 200 million, 250 pa in hard or infrastructure DPWH project. Malamang may flood control pa yan para matindi ang kickback. Ikatlo, don't worry about the churches, don't worry about Visayas, Mindanao, and the DDS because there will be no election. Noel ang benta nila. Yun ang part 3 ng incentive package. Tapos, yun nga, gusto nila, tigilan na ang
Grabe.
flood control investigations kasi mabigat na yung ebidensya, limpak-limpak na yung dokumento, ang dami nagpipresenta at kahit kamag-anak ko, klaro naman na may ebidensya na kay Martin Romualdez, andyan kay Sandro Marcos, andyan rin kay Presidente Bongbong. Kamag-anak ko to, pero wala tayong magagawa, andyan na yung ebidensya. Pagkatapos, yung pinag-uusapan, yung budget na, because July,
Imagine that one ha, kapatid na yan. Ng presidente ang nagsabi niya.
2027 budget already and then 2028, alam natin that's the election budget and it was assured to the congressmen this will also be the CONAS budget. We are going to change the constitution and yun ang gagawin. Magkakaroon ng CONAS na kasalukuyang inuutos. Ayan, at linuluto na ng maigi.
No, but Senator, I mean, your credibility is at stake here. You're actually accusing the president of wanting to stay longer in power, which was, I mean, forgive me for saying this, but the very problem that was with your own father, your late father, of wanting to stay in office for a much longer time than he was meant to stay in office. You are throwing that same accusation on your brother. Do you have the facts, the people, witnesses, sources that are credible on this, Senator Amy?
Kausap ko ang maraming tao. I'm not certain that they'll come forward and be prepared to talk. But certainly, if there's anyone who knows the consequences of self-perpetuation and corruption, it should be me. Galit ang Pilipino sa usapin ng term extension.
Correct.
Yung palalagain mo, ipapalagi mo yung sarili mo sa pwesto, pipigilan ba natin ang mga Pilipino sa kanilang karapatan? Bilang Marcos, ako higit sa lahat. Alam ko yan. Kaya wag na wag nilang gagawin yan.
No, because the CONAS was not anywhere. It wasn't discussed at any point, right? I mean, you're the one that actually brought it up today. It's like you've exposed a plan. So what I'm asking is if your sources are credible on this, because Malacanang for sure will not take this. As you've said it this morning, you're accusing the president of wanting to have no elections to extend his stay in power. Okay, unfortunately, Senator,
Yes, they're credible. They attended the meetings. The meetings first in Soledad. Don't worry.
Grabe yan.
Okay.
Senator, my apologies, but we're losing you. Can you repeat? They've attended the meetings where?
Naputol na naman.
Okay. This is quite unfortunate. I apologize to our viewers for this. And Senator Amy Marcos is back. I think she's reconnecting. At
Sorry,
least
nandito na naman ako.
let's finish this at least, ma'am. May 4 minutes tayo. We've extended head start. Okay, but we hope to have you back. Sige, binanggit nyo, it's credible kasi they've attended the meetings where?
Yes, they attended. I know that there were meetings held in Soler Hotel. There was a meeting also. These aren't secret meetings, by the way, kasi they were planning for the impeachment. Understandably, no? Pero kung uulitin ni Bongbong yan, alam na niya magiging kahihinatan nito. Bakit niya uulitin? Alam namin. Kung may nakakaalam niyan, kami ang nakakaalam. At uulitin to, self-perpetuation, pagkatapos titigil yung corruption issues. Pwede ba naman yan? Hindi pwede yan.
Now, Senator, does the House Speaker, is House Speaker Boji D on this? The alleged CONAS term extension, everything
I was
you've mentioned.
told, I haven't spoken to Bodji, but I was told that he was part of the conversation. Yes, I was told that clearly he was part of the meeting as well as the consequent explanations.
Ito na nga mga kabalita. Ano na ang masasabi nyo patungkol sa balitang ito? Please comment down below mga kabalita. Pag-usapan natin yan sa comment section. At kung di ka pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, baka naman